on Attack of the Show. With 1 year down and competition on its way, is the 360 still going strong? The Loop checks its pulse. From political humor to toy consumer, you'll never know what's popping out of Olivia's rack. Tie-dye, patchouli, and peace signs. Check out these hot hippies. It's the MySpace Girl of the Week. All this and more on a live and committed Attack of the Show, starting right now.
What's going on here? Pick up on this.
Punch to the gut!
Let me just tell everyone, this is Kevin.
You dig around the inside like a Cracker Jack box,
Okay,
and you
yeah.
pull out a prize, and you're like, sweetheart, do I get to keep the decoder ring? And then she's like, how'd that get in there?
Kevin is very excited today. I have no idea what happened to him last night or this morning. Something's weird. He's been like this. It'll be
Something
like this
happened
for
to me
a while.
last night and this morning.
Wow!
I was reading gaming websites and getting
No,
very
you
excited about
weren't.
the Wii and the PlayStation 3.
I-
Welcome to Attack of the Show. We got a show to do. Let's get into this. TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. It is Wednesday, November 15th, and my name is Kevin Elder Pereira.
I'm Olivia Munn. We are coming to you live from the G4 Studios in LA, and all week we've been square in the middle of the console war.
Yes, T-minus 2 days until the PlayStation 3 launch.
T-minus 4 days until the Wii launch.
All right.
T-minus... Oh, we're done.
We got basic math skills down. We're
Yes.
so smart.
I actually did the math for you and put it in the prompter.
Thank you for that. Let's get right into it. We are sorting out the news as it comes in. This is really, it's the future of gaming, folks. Nay,
Yes.
the future of digital entertainment.
It is heated. It is hot. It is...
Console Wars 06 Live!
Japan had the first launch of the PS3, but hardly any gamers actually bought the console.
Yeah, the immigrants and bums and the Yakuza, I think, were
Yeah.
the ones who pretty much picked up all the inventory just to resell it for even more yen. So basically, I mean, in my eyes, the whole thing was tremendously disappointing. I still don't have one.
I know, all
What's
those
up, Japan?
people, well, maybe the entire country of Japan will send you one
I
after,
hope so.
after that. But you guys, if that doesn't piss you off, this will send you into some Hulk smash rage. One Japanese guy claims to have obtained 100 PS3s.
Don't
It's
even-
like $6,000.
This better be some joke. I hope the guy works in like a packaging department for some place, or maybe just stole a bunch of display boxes from a store. But if it's true, you're a dude, man.
Yeah, but you know, we were talking about this earlier. Like, some places won't let us get only one Wii per person.
Right.
Wonder, do they have any kind of restrictions like that in Japan?
I think they
Just a
do, like
credit
the
card?
one
There
per
you go,
customer. But it's
whatever.
like if somebody pays 100 people to line up, there you go.
You know,
But I threatened to kill him on national television, so I'm totally cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
But if you guys at home, you can't kill him and you can't wait until Friday, check out Chinatown in New York. The Japanese PS3s have already traveled over here and are for sale. Capitalism really sucks.
Can people really not wait 2 days? Like, really? I understand
Well,
Cartman wants to
can't
cryogenically freeze
wait.
himself, but they can't wait 2 days for the North American PS3?
Can they wait 2 days, or do they have to just like wait to stand in line?
Yeah, good point.
I mean, and then and they wait and they stand in line, they don't get it.
Touche. All right.
Yeah.
If console shortages and eBay sellers weren't bad enough, now the retail stores are looking to rape your wallet as well.
Yep, last year's Xbox 360 launch was full of bundles and a lot of bad press, and this year it's getting worse. If you pre-ordered online from Walmart, you were obligated to buy 6 games for the Wii and 12 for the PS3. That one cost about $1,500.
You can buy half of Walmart's inventory for that. I mean, everything.
A lot of Kathy Lee shirts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did
Some
they-
Jacqueline Smith attire.
Oh, no, Kmart's Martha Stewart, right?
Yeah,
They have the
Kmart's
Martha Stewart
Stewart,
doilies
yeah.
that match your
Why
bath
do you know
towels, that
that?
match your... I have a soft
Is everything in
sensitive
your
side.
kitchen green?
I buy
Softer,
the
sensitive
cheapest
side?
stuff.
That's Sears.
I have Elmo placemats.
You're just saying whatever. now.
What, come see the softer side of me?
Yeah, I think that's Sears.
All right. If you think that's outrageous, though, CompUSA is making you buy an HD TV no smaller than 40
Jeez.
inches just for the privilege to buy the PlayStation. They're not throwing it in, so you're out about $2,300 there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and also, say you guys want to go to Fry's, you're stuck with dishing out almost $1,100. Basically, if you want a console at launch, you're going to have to prostitute yourself to a sugar mama or a sugar papa, depending on your preference. Kevin, preference, go. I got that.
Big
got
Papa
that.
PayPal. I'm getting one
Papa
off
Pereira
eBay.
PayPal.
I'm getting it off eBay. The most anticipated game for the Wii, however, it's got to be The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Here it is.
Yeah, there it is. This is the final retail copy, retail code. Look at that. Sorry, don't. There we go. So there's the game. Let's tell you what all the hype is about. We're going to fire it up. We're going to put the game through its paces.
We are. I'm very excited about this.
All right,
now, you guys, do not worry. We'll keep this spoiler-free. Just show you some stuff that you might run across in the first couple of hours.
Yeah, this game takes forever. I mean, people are saying
it's
it could
like 50 hours.
Could be 50 to 70 hours. So here we go.
Okay.
We're in the game here. I'm going to get a little closer to the Wii. Look at that, little Zelda. Look at him prance around like a little Twilight
It really
princess.
is quite beautiful.
Of course, we're playing with the Wii mode here. So all I have to do if I want to swing my sword, just slash the air.
Wait, I could hear a sound of a sword.
Yeah, the speaker in this thing, it still catches me off guard because it's still new. As you swing, you hear it kind of slicing through the air. And if I switch to my bow and arrow, oh yeah, look at that. Oh no, that's
Wait, now bow and arrow. Now, can you actually like?
Can pull it back. You don't have to do this. I'm selling it for television. That's what I do.
But that's more fun.
That's why.
But that's why people get the Wii so they can actually act it out.
Well, totally. And you hear the arrow actually being drawn back on the Wiimote, which is nice. You actually hear it strain. And then let me see if I can make some dog food. No.
Are you going to hit your horse?
Oh, there we go.
You hit your horse.
Hey, come on. Sorry, Peter. All right, hold on.
Horse is supposed to get you to the princess.
I got to get back here. So yeah, you can come and ride the horse here.
Now, how hard is it to get up on the horse? You have to jump up.
Walking over to it, I'm controlling it with the nunchuck. That's how you actually move around. So I'm using the thumbstick here on the nunchuck attachment to move my horse, and then all these crazy cabbage things are attached.
Yeah. So like.
And I can slash while I'm on the horse. I can spin the nunchuck, and my guy will do like a rotating attack. I can try and target the flying. Oh no!
Can you throw an arrow at him?
I'm trying here.
Well,
I'm trying to shoot
right now, how hard is it to catch an enemy, to grab a hold of them, and to throw?
Oh yeah!
Can you throw stuff at your enemies?
Yeah, you have slingshots, you have everything else. I can really spur my horse and jump over things, and it's all fairly intuitive. I've really spent about 5 minutes with this game, and
the really cool thing is that you can go fishing with it.
Yeah.
Right.
In the game, you actually you cast the line, and then you have to reel it in with the nunchuck.
That is so much fun.
I mean, again, this is a launch title, so who knows where these titles are going to be a year, 2 years from now, how innovative they're going to get.
That's
I can't wait.
You know, the launches are getting closer. Everyone is camping out, and we will bring you the latest news tomorrow.
It's Console Wars 06 Live, and you can go to g4tv.com/AOTS for the links to everything you just saw. But right now, it's time to motion select Layla Kaylee with the news you need to know. It's the feed.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, Bungie has made some big Halo announcements. Plus, the Zune isn't as social as it claims. And the internet might not be as full of porn as you think. It's all coming your way in the feed. But first, back to you guys.
Thanks, Layla. All right, we always like hearing from you at home, so it's time to check in with you and the army of monitor heads.
Here is Caleb from Massachusetts.
Is the Xbox 360 like the best next-gen system out on the market right now? Because there's like Gears of War and like a year's worth of games already?
It is. They have Gears, Oblivion, and Xbox Live, and
yeah, it's a huge head start.
Definitely.
Really, a year to cement themselves as a major player in this next round of console gaming. There's a new analyst just came out with his predictions today, saying that the Xbox 360 is actually going to win this generation, followed closely by the PlayStation 3, and then even closer by the Wii. So,
well, can I ask you what your thoughts are on that? Where would you think they line up?
You know, I really, it depends on the exclusive titles, and it seems like Sony keeps losing these really cool exclusives out to the Xbox 360. So it depends on the appeal of Final Fantasy and how really good Metal Gear Solid is, really, for this next year.
But it's really hard to say until those things
totally,
come out.
I said at E3 it was a 3-horse race. I still stand by that. I think it's really, really close. And I never suspected 2 years ago that Nintendo would be in the position they're in right now. I've never been this excited for a Nintendo product.
We said this the other day. It's not even like, you can't even compete with the other consoles. It's not even like the other, it's nothing like anything else.
This is the orange, and it happens to be motion sensitive and totally
awesome. This isn't orange. This is like a nice filet or steak.
Okay.
See?
It was 5 years ago today that the original Xbox was released, and next week marks the 1-year anniversary of the release of the PlayStation, or the Xbox 360. Yeah. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday.
As the current console war heats up today, we're going to take a look at the year that the 360 has had. Quite a year.
That's right, but we want to know what you guys at home think. Has the Xbox 360 lived up to expectations? Vote at our website, g4tv.com/AOTS, or go ahead and text your vote to G4TXT. That's 44898 to vote and register for AOTS Live News Alerts. We're still doing the show. We can play the break.
/AOTS. Coming up later, we're showing you animator versus...
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live and talking about the 360. Before the break, we asked you, has the Xbox 360 lived up to expectations? Well, according to our text message counting scientists at the G4 Laboratories, 63% of you think that it has. Well, let's go on over to Kevin, who, like Bill Gates, runs like a girl.
No, she's true, actually. With games like Gears of War, Dead Rising, and even Lumines on the live arcade, the Xbox 360 seems to have the one necessary thing that all others tend to be missing right now: a library of great software. Now, will the millions of 360 owners help keep Microsoft out on top as the gaming field gets increasingly competitive, or are the days of its market dominance numbered? Happy birthday, Xbox. It's The Loop. Joining us via satellite to help us make sense of it all is Aaron Ruby, Next Gen magazine contributor and author of Smart Bomb, The Quest for Art, Entertainment, and Big Bucks in the Video Game Revolution, and Electronic Gaming Monthly editor-in-chief Dan Shu, whose new issue spotlights Microsoft's Halo 3. Interesting game. I've heard a couple things about it, Dan. I'm going to ask you about that in a little bit, but right now I want to talk about the 360 overall. I mean, we're on the eve of the release of the PlayStation 3. The Wii's coming out as well. But Dan, some people are saying the 360 is still the console with the most going for it. Would you agree? Would you disagree? What are your thoughts?
Right now, I think there's no question because, first of all, you got a PlayStation 3 coming out at a higher price point, $500 or $600. You're going to be lucky if you can even buy one. Wii's going to come out in limited supply. Nintendo hasn't really been a dominant brand name in the gaming business for a few years now. So Xbox 360, with its year lead, with some already AAA titles out there like Gears of War and Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, they clearly have the lead right now. But we have to really see a couple years from now whether Sony could catch up or not.
Well, Aaron, right now, how crucial is this holiday selling window that's coming out? Because it seems like all this news is coming out about the PlayStation 3. I mean, even negative press is still more press than the 360 is getting. Do you think that's going to bury it? Is that going to hurt Microsoft sales this season?
No, not at all. Actually, if I were Microsoft right now, I'm psyched because they don't have to justify their existence anymore. They're out there. They've got their infrastructure in place. They got good games. Gears of War is like going to smash hit like nothing we've ever seen from that platform. I think even more than Halo 3, although it's going to rock, Gears of War shows that these guys can come out with new franchises.
Sure. Now they've got two original pieces of IP to play with and really get gamers excited for years to come. But other than a Halo 3, I mean, what does Microsoft need to stay competitive, Dan? Is it just more Xbox Live arcade games, or do they need more exclusives?
Oh, you know what? You always want exclusives. You always want to show gamers and consumers why your platform is unique. But really, I think they could coast along for a little bit now because for the next year, people know, okay, we're going to get Halo 3, we're going to get Grand Theft Auto, we're going to get Madden. So all the key franchises you're still going to be able to find on the Xbox 360. So I think and it's $200 cheaper than the PlayStation 3. So for a while, they don't have much to worry about. But in the long term, you need to keep reminding people why you have games that you can't find anywhere else.
Aaron, looking at the PlayStation 3, there's some rumors now saying there might only be 120,000 units at launch here in North America, which is, I mean, it's absurd if it's true. But is that shortage actually going to help the 360? Some people say you go into a Best Buy or a Toys R Us and, oh, the PS3 is sold out, so I'm just going to get this console here. What if they have already bought the 360? Aren't they holding out for the PlayStation 3?
Yeah, well, I think clearly the hardcore, especially the guys who are like PlayStation or die, those guys are not going to just all of a sudden fold over and go buy a 360. But like if you're a parent and it's Christmas time and you got to make a choice and you're not going to get a PS3 and here's a console that's like a couple $100 cheaper, you're definitely going to go that way, I think.
So Dan, you think the guy with the PlayStation 3 and the Spider-Man font tattooed across his belly, he's not switching over to the 360 because they're out of stock?
No, I think they will switch over to 360 because, you know, exactly what you guys just said. You're not going to be able to find a PS3 very easily, even if they ship all 400,000 units. And the games are pretty comparable. You know, you're still the big popular franchises like Madden. You're still going to find on both systems. So well,
let's talk about a big exclusive you won't find on PlayStation 3. Of course, it's Halo 3. Microsoft just announced they got a demo coming out very soon. But Dan, you've got your hands on it, right? You've played the game.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Give me something. Is this the be-all, end-all?
Well, you know what? I played it and I didn't want to put the controller down. Like at one point, the studio, like, you know, you got to go. We got to get some sleep. It's time to go home. And I didn't want to go. So it's a lot of fun. New maps, new weapons, slightly new control scheme. It's still really early, so I'm looking forward to what they do in terms of the graphics because I want to see what a next-gen Halo looks like. But I'm definitely excited about it.
Aaron, do you think Halo 3 is enough to even hold off potential Sony fanboys for even all of 2007?
Well, I think there's no question she's right about Halo 3. It's like going to be their staple. But, you know, like the game industry, it's not Windows. They can't just like sit on that. So it's really crucial that games like Gears of War, Mass Effect, stuff like that just keeps rolling out to kind of sort of have something for them in addition.
All right, Shu, final question to you, sir. If a gamer hasn't jumped into the next-gen waters, they got maybe 500, well, let's say $1,000 to spend in the coming weeks, do you recommend the PlayStation 3? Should they go the Wii 60 route, or would the 360 and a couple games and some live arcade titles suffice?
I think generally speaking, 360 is a safe bet right now. You have the biggest library. I think by this holiday they're going to have 160 some games. If you want a PlayStation 3 really badly, if you wait till March, you're not going to see a price drop, but you're going to see more games. You're not going to have to wait in line and pay eBay dollars to get the machine.
All right.
So if you can wait a little bit, wait a little bit.
Will do. Dan, thank you for the final thought. Aaron, of course, I want to thank you for joining us as well. Thank you guys for keeping us in the loop. Now, listen, I understand the urge that many gamers have to grab the PlayStation 3. I know it's the latest. It could potentially be the greatest console ever, but as of right now, thanks to the healthy head start, the 360 has a solid lineup of software and a robust online network. So rather than spending $1,000 attempting to prove that you're the coolest kid on the block, why not just breathe and take a peek at the competition and prove that maybe you're not the most foolish kid on the block? Had to say it. I'm sorry. Mun, take it away. It's all you.
Thanks, Kev. Today we are bringing you the best things to buy this week. It is time again to attack this. First up, the MP3 Pillow from ThinkGeek doesn't just look like an iPod, it also plays music through soft speakers inside the pillow. Not only that, but the buttons actually work when you press them. Plus, there's a built-in radio in case your iPod's batteries go dead after running all night long, and it's only $20. Next, turn your refrigerator into a Rube Goldberg contraption with Frigits. Arrange magnetic rails, buckets, Ferris wheels, and funnels into an obstacle course for little metal marbles. It will also provide hours of fun for you and your drunk friends. Next, Threadless, one of our favorite places for t-shirts, is having $10 holiday sale. Nearly every shirt in stock is $10, and there's plenty of great tees left, with more added every single day. The sale is scheduled to last 30 days, but the best tees are going pretty fast, so go ahead and get some. And finally, you've got a Porsche, so why does it have a name yet? NameYourPorsche.com lets you create your own nameplate for the back of your car to replace the model name with your name or anything else you want to write on it. But why should Porsche owners have all the fun? With a little crazy glue, even K-Fed's new ride can have one of these things, huh? Pretty good, huh? That is today's Attack This. Visit g4tv.com/AOTS for the links to all these products. Still ahead, we'll tell you how your iPod will make flights even easier, and I'll show you the new features on my rack, including a great one about the new sci-fi film, The Fountain. That is coming up next on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We are live and are just now beginning to have doubts about OJ's innocence.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit, you gotta acquit and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that is until you write a book about how you killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Way to go, Juice!
Love to read that one, huh?
No, thank you.
How I would kill 2 people by O.J. Simpson.
I hope what if the bookmark's like a bloody laminated stump or something like that? You just put it in there and
Or
there's
what if they're little? Oh, that would be cute.
or a little black glove. It's like, what page
You
on?
should be in advertising.
There you go.
Quit this job.
Now from bloody to perky, it's time to give you the features that interest you most. Yes, of course. It's OJ's rack.
First up is this week's Entertainment Weekly. Okay, so the cover doesn't quite grab you. I mean, Dreamgirls? Seriously, come on. But on the inside, there is a holiday movie guide and a great story on the crazy behind-the-scenes tale of Darren Aronofsky's The Fountain. Did you know that this movie was originally slated as a $75 million movie starring Brad Pitt?
I did not know that, but most people don't know this show was actually slated to star Brad Pitt as well. But of course, when you can't get a Brad Pitt type, you just cast the next in line, next best, if you will. It's cool. I don't mind being second to Brad. That's not a big deal. I'm okay with that.
It's not true. Well, actually, unlike that story, Pitt actually did drop out of that movie after they had already built all these Aztec sets in Australia. Years later, Darren re-envisioned the whole thing as a $35 million indie starring Hugh Jackman.
Well, okay, Brad Pitt, Hugh Jackman, same thing. I get it.
It's not quite. I'd take Wolverine over Detective Frank Harris any day.
Was that a Cool World reference just now?
A little bit.
Okay, plus 10. You leveled up, sweetheart. Well done. Yeah.
Now, do you guys want to finally upgrade your cassette Walkman to an MP3 player, but you don't know which one to get?
Yes.
Well, hey, Kev, listen to this. You're going to want to pick up Wired's test sister. Here you go. Take it.
Holy sweet. Awesome.
Inside, you'll find over 300 tech products tested and rated. From cell phones to toaster ovens, the Wired guys tell you what the best gadgets are. Each item, though, has a chance to get a score on a 10-point scale.
I see that.
But interestingly enough, the iPod video did not take the top spot for the high-capacity MP3 player.
Really? Which did, Olivia?
Well, if you'd read, you'd find out, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
Oh, what
the Toshiba Gigabyte beat MES 30 VW. It received a 9 out of 10. iPod got an 8.
Very convoluted name, but I like it.
Yeah.
What console got editor's pick?
The Wii got a 9 out of 10, and the PS3 got a 7 out of 10.
Ooh, ouch. Ouch, scathing.
No.
All right, cool. Good Wired.
Good Wired. Now, you guys, moving on. Remember Mad Magazine, don't you? You remember that?
I read it quite a bit when I was a kid. I like crack, but I read
Really?
a lot
Don't
of
you
Mad.
think it's got, like, so much better?
Again, I was a kid, so you tell me.
Okay,
Princess.
well, I'm going to tell you, Princess. The latest issue lampoons the political issues of our day in a sort of dumb print version of The Daily Show. They've got liberal and conservative monopoly boards,
That's
which
funny.
I actually think people would buy, and joke slogans for different parties like Democrats, the best party, if only by default. And the Republican Party,
Hippie monopoly guy, that's awesome.
yeah, the Republican Party spreading freedom and democracy abroad, even if no one wants it.
It's true. They hate our freedom. Don't forget it.
I
But they love our board games.
I love me some board games.
How was the
I
Spy
love
versus
Taboo.
Spy? How was
Spy
that
versus
one?
Spy, it was hilarious, as always.
Did someone plant a bomb in a vase? I love it when they do that.
I thought you don't read it anymore.
When I was a kid, they did that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do we
And
have?
finally, Cthulhu Sex.
Wait, what? No.
Yes.
Let me see that.
It's an amazing collection of sad, Lovecraftian fan fiction with a hefty helping of tentacle sex. Yeah, this magazine is so independent. It's all black
hell
and
is
white,
this?
and it features drawings from Gothic artists who clearly have issues with their parents, something that looks like you might be drawing, Kevin.
Jeez, I was like, yeah, I relate to all
yeah,
these
they
so
even
far.
have a feature in the back where Cthulhu answers your questions like letters to the editor.
Wait,
you know how they do that? When they answer your questions.
I was blessed with quite unusual sperm.
It's beautiful.
Are you serious? A being of limitless proportions that fed off itself, raped itself, mutilated itself, while furiously regenerating.
I can feel that pain when you read that from the writer. Can you read another one?
A pair of tentacles slithered out of the pinhole darkness, touching her. Where? No. Where did you find this crap?
Orders.
Oh.
And that's my rack. Check out g4tv.com/AOTS for recaps on this week's list of magazines. You can find all of these issues at any major bookstore.
Order.
Right? Lots more ahead here on Attack the Show. We'll be back, bouncing here and there and don't kick me in my butt.
Fast, fresh, and served just the way you like it. It's the Feed. And they're stoned and sexy. These honey hippies smoke the competition to be the MySpace Girls of the Week.